Hey there. It's gonna let me turn my car on. We got one out there. New Year's Eve of ours. Happy New Year's, everyone. I may not be on here for long, but I did want to check in. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I just want to make sure the sound's working. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Then we are good. No, Jenna's not with me. She was going to be with me. She had a tooth pulled out. And oh my gosh, the chat is literally going too fast for me to read. No, Jenna's at home right now. I'm actually filming. I'm taking a break from filming. So since I'm taking a break from filming, I figured I'd live stream. Because that's how these sort of things work. So did everyone have a great year? Some good, some bad. Can you guys hear that music? I'm gonna end up getting demonetized. Demonized. Because there's music. I can hear it. I don't know if the speakers are picking it. It's faint. Can anyone tell me what song is playing? Whoa, super chat. Scott Fassbender, thank you for the super chat. Matthew Gill, thank you for the super chat. Much love to you and Jen. RIP to Adam the Woo. We all love him. He is always with us. Thank you. Thank you for the super chat. And yes, he has been in my heart for the past week, and he will continue being in. Continue being with me as I travel. Beth, thank you for the super chat. How are you holding up? I'm coping. I'm getting through this. Jason Buez, thank you for the super chat. And I don't want everyone to know, I didn't come on here to get a bunch of super chats. I appreciate them. Thank you so much. I'm set. I'm good. I make enough money filming these videos to offset traveling, to pay my bills, to send my daughter to college. So I don't want anyone to feel like, when there's a tragedy, I know people want to help, want to give. It's not necessary. Just want to put that out there. Grief is the price we pay for love. Yes. Very hefty price. If you lived on an island out somewhere in the middle of the Pacific Ocean with no other people, then you can never truly be hurt. You can never truly experience loss, but you can also never feel love. Jason Kitchens, thank you for the super chat. It says Happy New Year's. John Proctor, thank you for the super chat. Out and About with Ton, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate what you do. You're one of my inspirations. Well, thank you. Thank you. If I play a positive role in anyone's life, I'm grateful for that. It's an honor to, I don't know if I want to say where I'm at, because I'm filming a video and it's going to be out tomorrow morning. So I don't know if I want to blow the lid off. Are my glasses bifocals? I may have invented these. No, they are not bifocals. William Eyelash. Although I think I need to get an eye check because my eyes, see, my vision's not been as good. William Eyelash, thank you for the super chat. We love you and your channel. Thank you for sharing life. Ryan says, Jacob, I hope you realize how important you are to a lot of people. It's clear. I have so many kind people out there that sent me well wishes, and there's been people have been so understanding and supportive, and I appreciate that a lot. Tammy Ramsey, thank you for the super chat. Indiana Rick, thank you for the super chat. Prayers to you. Misty eyed, we all love you, and you can count on us. I know I can. Thank you. Yeah, I posted a video. I think I put the video this morning. I did leave Orlando. I'm gonna go back when they announce when his memorial is gonna be. Sean, thank you for the super chat. So sorry if I've missed you mentioning it, but when are your plans for traveling overseas? I'm going to be April is the plan, and I'm planning on going to England and France. Not so scary, Mary. Thank you for the super chat. We love you, Jacob and Jen. We send you a big hug from Miami, Florida. Rip, beautiful Adam the Woo. Thank you for all you do to spread happiness through your vlogs. Thank you. Thank you. Angel Elmer. Thank you, the super chat. Hello from Wisconsin. Safe travels. I will stay safe. Do I like gorillas? Asked the dudes. Love monkeys. I love gorillas. Yeah, it's just been, the week. If I don't even know how long it's been. I don't know. Has it been more than a week now? I guess it has. Jen's at home. She had a tooth pulled out. She was on the fence with coming out with me tonight, but I'm driving home tonight, and I'm gonna see her then. We do got some plans pretty soon. Bat Turner, thank you for the super chat. Happy New Year. All caps Rob, thank you for the super chat. Said so glad you made it to Adam's house. Being there helped me. Your videos will help keep his legacy alive. I hope, I hope that's what's coming across. I really want to, I want to take inspiration from Adam and, some of his spirit. Obviously, I will never, I could never, ever, ever, ever replace Adam. I could never, I don't feel like I honestly, I feel my content's a lot more niche than Adam's, and I'm fine with that. I just want his passion, his love, who he is to shine through in what I do, what he's taught me. Extremely Angry German, thank you for the super chat. The one Deutschmark super chat. Kevin Casper, thank you for the super chats. Thank you, CB, for sharing your true, authentic self. Hey, listen, I want to say something about that. Let me finish with the super. That one was retracted. Bryce, how are you doing, buddy? So happy New Year's, everyone. Here's to better times. Thank you. I have found in my life, being vulnerable is not a sign of weakness, not by a long shot. You never accomplish anything worthwhile if you're not willing to be vulnerable, if you're not willing to put yourself out there, to possibly fail, to possibly look stupid, to possibly fall on your face. Anyone that's ever succeeded at anything has put themselves out there, has been vulnerable. And if that's, vulnerability can mean a lot of things, but to me, I'm not afraid to put it out there. I'm not afraid to put my sadness out there. As long as it's what I truly feel. It didn't feel right to just go about my week, my life, my videos with just pretending like everything was okay. So I just opened myself up and said what I was thinking. Brock Wolf, thank you for the super chat. The ones we love are never truly gone. Best wishes for the new year to you and your family. You bring so much laughter and good. So many people, thank you. And that's going to be a focus. Kyoto, thank you for the super chat. Says, new sub here, setting level. Thank you. Thank you for anyone who is newish here. And I'm going to read the super chat, but I want to point the camera this way because there's some fireworks here just a second ago. Review for Rescue, thank you for the super chat. It says, we love you from the Captain Avery Museum in Maryland. I will try to get out there some point. Jay Smooth, thank you for the super chat. It says, hey Jacob, I'm sorry for your loss. I lost my dad this year, so I know your pain. Love you, brother man. Well, thank you. Sergeant Skaggs Prod. Sorry there's no fireworks. I thought there was going to be fireworks. Thank you for the super chat. It says, we know... Let me make sure. It says, Sergeant Skaggs Prod. Thank you for the super chat. It says, we know you don't ask for super chats, big guy, but that's our way to show you we love you and what you do. Hit me up if you're ever in Unalaska, Texas. Much respect. Thank you. Indiana Ricks' last episode of Stranger Things was great. Oh, no spoilers. No spoilers. No spoilers. Thank you for the super chat, but no spoilers, please. I'm not going to be able to watch it tonight, so no spoilers. I'm going to have to stay off the internet until I watch it. I didn't even think about that. It's already out there. Please don't talk about it in the chat. Sasha Collins, although someone's going to probably attempt to spoil me now. Sasha Collins, thank you for the super chat. Happy New Year's, Jacob. Keep your chin up. A wonderful person who I enjoy watching. Well, thank you so much. The circle of goodness, the generosity has come back around to me. I don't even know if I deserve, the amount of goodwill that's come my way. I hope in some little way, me continuing to travel can, again, not in no way am I trying to replace Adam or feel like I could fill even one of his shoes, but, that's something that he inspired in me, and that's going to stay part of me forever. Listen to the radio. Don't you remember? We built this city. We built this city on rock and roll. Sorry, I can hear the music. I don't want to get a copyright strike, but they're pretty awesome. There's an 80s band playing here. They're called the M80s because they play 80s songs. And they're singing one of my favorite 80s songs, We Built This City. We built this city. Oh, Evan, this is an interesting fact. Evan Patterson, thank you for the super chat. Says, I found the real life Laughing Sal. Tanya Garth did the laugh recordings for the Philadelphia Toboggan Company. She's still alive, age 98 in Suffolk, Virginia. Man, I'd love to meet her. Stacy Fawnsna 9, thank you for the super chat. You're not alone in this, Jacob. We're holding your hand. Thank you so much. Jason Michigan says, I strongly believe YouTube needs a lawsuit for being negligent and harassment. I don't think they're breaking any laws or anything like that, but I do wish they would do more. I'm not saying they have a legal obligation to do more, but I wish they would. Out and about with, thank you for the super chat. We'll use the hashtag #JoinMeShallYou as a tribute to Adam. Totally Random Adventures. Sadie, Chris, and I are sending out our love. Well, thank you so much. Greg from Greg's Game Room. Hey, buddy. Hope you're doing okay. Ooh, heaven is a place on earth. Michelle Coombe, thank you for the super chat. Just happy New Year's, Carpetbagger. Looking forward to your next adventures. Adam will be missed. Thank you, and yes, he will. I'm trying really hard, guys, to read the comments. They're going by really fast. Obviously, I always try to thank people who do donate money. I really appreciate that. But I am trying to just to catch up. There's over 1,000 people in here, which is insane. So, but thank you. Oh, there's a fireworks. I missed it. There was literally a firework there. It was green, it was big, and it was shiny. You know, trust me on that. I missed another one. Brawwolk says, how do we contact you to suggest a place to visit? You know, you can leave it in the comments section. I do try really hard to read every comment. I don't get to respond to a lot of them, but I try to read every single one. And that's, you know, I get a lot of my ideas from reading the comment section. Cindy, thank you for the super chat. It's been a rough year for me with lots of unexpected changes. Your videos remained one of the only constants. Thank you for seeing me through the storm. Well, thank you. Thank you for your support. Yeah, maybe we'll catch one of these fireworks. Benny Boy, thank you for the super chat. It says, Jacob, come to the River Roost at Port Orleans to see the New Year's Inn. Drinks on me to celebrate Adam's life. I'm not in Orlando anymore. I'm sorry. Tommy Travels says, it worked both ways. He taught Adam to appreciate Crocs with socks. So I'd say that's a fair trade-off. You know, he gave me the opportunity to live my dream job, taught me all the skills I needed to live the... There's a firework. There, you caught one. He gave me all the skills I needed to do this dream job, and this dream job allowed me to travel the country, see all 50 states, and gave me the personal strength to really create the life that I wanted for myself. And in exchange, I convinced him to wear foam shoes with socks. So I think we're even. Kevin Casper, thank you for the super chat. Has ever been to Wasilla, Iowa for the axe murder house? I've never been to the Wasilla axe murder house. Getting out in life. Thank you for the super chat. Says, howdy, I'm also grieving for the loss of Adam. I will take Justin's advice and make it awkward. I think Justin says make it weird. Says, I love you, sir. Thank you for all you do. I love all of you. Thank you so much. Crystal Stanley, thank you for the super chat. Happy New Year's from Cheyenne, Wyoming. We watch you every morning. Thank you so much. Double prizes. Thank you for the very, very generous super chat. It says, have grit, give grace, missing our friend Adam. Well, thank you. Scott on Tape has vlogged with Adam left. You know, that makes sense. Scott on Tape has a non-typical way of filming where he is like working on like 100 videos at once. I don't know the exact word, but maybe up to, he works on like all these different videos at once. So he said he's got sometimes videos, he works on them for years, but you know, he filmed them over the course of years. So I believe, yeah, I didn't think about that. And I talked to Scott. And he didn't mention that, but that makes sense. Double prizes, thank you. Man, that's so generous. You don't need to do that. I do appreciate it, but you really don't need to do that. But thank you so much for your generosity. It says love is the true currency and time is the thief. Hang tough friend. That's absolutely true. I think that's a big takeaway that I'm going to take from Adam, is not wasting my time listening to the negative voices, to ignore it, you know, Sure, Adam struggled sometimes with negativity, not his negativity, but the negativity of others. He struggled with harassment and trolling, much like I did, but he was always better at dealing with it than I was, and he taught me how to deal with it. And I think, you know, I'm gonna follow his advice even more so than I was before. Book Francis, thank you for the super chat. Adam was amazing. He was lucky to have a friend like you. Gosh, I can't even think that way. I was just lucky to have him. You know, I was just a random guy who liked to take pictures and liked roadside attractions, and I was honored that he wanted to hang out with me that once. You know, I thought I'd meet him once, and that was a story I could always tell. A video, I could always watch his video the time I met Adam the Woo. But yeah, we stayed in contact, and it was yeah, I mean, it was a very important friendship to me, I can tell you that. Scott Henry, thank you for the super chat. Says Happy New Year's, all the best 2026. You know, I'm excited about 2026. It's been a rough year. Who knows, 2026 could be way worse. That's not a very positive thing to say, but you know, fingers crossed, right? One time I said I did a live stream. I did a live stream on New Year's Eve one year, and I said that I thought 2020 was going to be the best year ever. So I'm not making any predictions. GJ, thank you for the super chat. Too many deaths this year. Hope for a good 2026. Yeah, I've lost two of the closest people to me this year, and oh my gosh, double prizes. Thank you again. Be your own North Star. Live an authentic life. 2 roads diverged in the woods, and I took the one less traveled, and that made all the difference. It's a Robert Frost poem there. And I just saw Robert Frost's house. I don't think I actually mentioned it in the video, but if you go the day that Adam died, the day I found out, I was walking around Henry Ford Village, and they have a collection of houses, and they have Robert Frost's house there, and Santa Claus was up on the porch. You can see him in the video. You see the video. I don't think I mentioned it was Robert Frost's house, but Santa Claus was in the top of Robert Frost's house. And yeah, that's an amazing. And Adam took the road much less traveled. The road he took was so untraveled. He had to build it. He had to make the road as he went. And people like me had it a lot easier because we got to walk down that road that Adam built. The house that Adam built. The adopted dog realtor, thank you for the super chat. Says, what a great way to begin the new year with our friend Jacob. Jacob, you touch the lives of more than you know. Well, thank you. And if I can make people smile a little bit, that means the world to me. Matthew Spazoff, thank you for the super chat. Channel's my favorite. You do a wonderful job. Well, thank you. Yeah, 2020 sucked. Mike, unless anyone forgot, 2020 sucked. It sucked. It sucks. That was talk about the little things Adam said. That was obviously this is something he didn't say on video, but I remember if he was talking about something he didn't like, he would say, it sucks. Yeah, it sucks. But he'd always say that. And I'm like, oh, have you been there? He's like, yeah, it sucks. But, and then he would tell me why he liked it so much. He would say, it sucks, or a movie, yeah, it sucks. But I really like that this actor, his performance. He said something sucks, but then he would always follow it up with something that he enjoyed about it. Edna, thank you for the super chat. If you do go on a cruise, you may put a vote in for Disney Treasure, which has the Haunted Mansion parlor. I'm not going to start with Disney because I feel like that will spoil me for any future cruises. So I think I'm going to build up to Disney. If I like cruising, then I may consider Disney. Duke Explorer, thank you for the super chats. I ate sauerkraut, hot dog, mashed potatoes for good luck. Why do you try them? First time super chat. Lost a family member and a good friend this year. Well, I'm so sorry for your loss. Before this year, I couldn't tell you I knew what that felt like, but I can now. I can has Zit, please. This as a Patreon member, my family had all your postcards all over my wall, so I had to take it down because it got weird. Now I regret it. It's okay. It's okay to be weird. Sweet taste of Omo. Thank you for the super chat. Why do you whisper rosebud? I think it's specifically snow globes because it's a reference to a movie called Citizen Kane, which was one time voted the best movie of all time. It's really good. It's worth watching. Rosebud. I could explain the plot point, but that would ruin the movie. Blitzer, thank you for the super chat. Happy New Year's to you. It sucks. Moochie the cat, thank you for the super chat. Philly Captain or Justin speculated that Adam had one unedited video on the phone. You still needed editing. That's the business of the family. Most of all, I think this is the most important thing. I loved Adam. I think all you guys loved Adam. The most important thing is that the family gets to grieve without being harassed, without being overwhelmed. So, I say the family, he loved his family so much. That's what he would have wanted. He would have wanted his family to be in charge, to handle things, and that's where I'm leaving it. I put my faith into their hands because I think they knew Adam longer and better than any of us. Art of Loy Loy, thank you for the super chat. I'd like you to have a painting I gave Adam. I tried reaching out. A painting you gave Adam? Well, thank you for the super chat. Double prizes. Thank you again. You've been incredibly generous this evening. I hardly believe it, but thank you so much. It says Happy New Year to all. I have had significant health challenges and nearly 20 surgeries. Adam was very encouraging to me to fight, and I'll always cherish his friendship. Jacob, you got this. You are loved, and I appreciate your authenticity. Well, thank you so much. I think Adam was, for people that could not travel, that had health problems or other reasons that they couldn't travel, I think he was, a daily escape, where you could go somewhere else through his videos. Trish Killian, thank you for the super chat. Says you are an amazing friend. I don't know who I am. I know he was. He was an amazing friend to me. I hope, I feel like I didn't really give anything to him. I don't know. I hope he enjoyed my friendship. I guess that's what because I could never have given him as much as he gave me. Vincent, how are you doing, buddy? Thank you for the super chat. Me and Adam went down to Vincent's studio, and he's a special effects artist. And I remember Adam I tried on the Pigman mask while we were there. Jared Fries, thank you for the super chat. Rip Adam, thank you for being you, Carpetbagger. Ben Depressed, you have been helping me. Thoughts and prayers your way. Thank you so much. Eric Chartier, thank you for the Canadian super chat. I really appreciate it. Don't you forget about me. Double prizes again. You're making me feel guilty, but thank you for the generosity. Happy New Year's to everyone. You are still valuable. If anyone watching this has broken friendships or relationships, take the first step and reach out and forgive and move on. Life is a gift. Let's be in the moment and leave the positive impact on another, on one another on our journey. Thank you so much. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for that great message. I think that's important. You know, people are so hard on one another in this world. They're always judging one another. They're always thinking they know what's best for other people. Show some kindness. If a friend of yours screws up, give them a second chance. Me and Adam had a good friendship. We didn't have any problems like that, but I do wish I would have told him more. I wish I would have thanked him more. Both me and Adam were the kind of people that weren't really comfortable with that. It was hard for me, hard for me to say that. It's hard for me to say that to anyone. But I wish. Justin Leclerc, thank you for the super chat. So I'll run into it. Adam's Memorial. I would love to buy you a piping hot caffeinated beverage. Well, thank you for the super chat. I drank my piping hot caffeinated beverage at the Citrus Tower. I don't like hot drinks, but I did it for Adam. I burned my tongue for Adam. Low-key Lunatic, thank you for the super chat. Wishing you and Jen a happy 2026. My wife and I are crew members of Carnival Cruise Lines. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Thank you. Jen has been doing a lot more of the cruise research than I have. She knows a lot more about what's happening, what's going on. Mike Lockhart says, what was Adam's advice on dealing with online hate? Ignore it. A big thing of his was don't watch it. Don't, who cares? I feel like Adam, I think the thing that bothered Adam, I think it, more than it bothered him, it just weirded him out. I think he's like, how can someone watch my videos every single day and make a video crapping on me? What is that person? I think I think it frightened him that people were that obsessed with him. So it's more of a place of, it didn't really come from a place of anger as much as it just came from a feeling of unease. If that makes sense. Gamer Brian, thank you for the super chat. Says, wife and I watched a Country Bear video with you and Adam on a last show. We were laughing so hard. That's one of my favorite videos of me and Adam. Elizabeth Franklin, thank you for the super chat. Happy New Year's, and I can't wait to see where you go. Well, thank you. Really appreciate it. Castaway K, thank you so much for the $50 super chat. Just got to meet Adam back in 2016 when he came through Alabama and we had lunch. He was a kind person. Thank you so much for going to Orlando. For those of you who couldn't make the trip, have a happy new year. Make sure you take care of yourself. I'm doing my best. This trip was me doing something for myself. Jared Fry, thank you for the super chat. What's your favorite memory? with Adam. It's really hard to say like my favorite. So many, coming out to California for the very first time and staying at his house. Our Route 66 together, just hanging out at the Disney parks. But it was a great memory about the Country Bears Day again was one of our favorite memories. One thing we like laughed a lot about together was the Santa Cruz Boardwalk when we went to the haunted house. The what's it called? Oh man, I forgot. Fright Walk under the boardwalk, where we just let loose and we're just screaming like idiots through the whole thing. I think it's a fun video. I will not hesitate to block you if you come in here shouting political nonsense. Justin Leclerc, thank you for the super chat. May have missed this earlier. Just tuning in, but there's been the announcement of a memorial. Not that I know of yet. I've been trying to keep track myself, and I'm sure once it gets announced, the news will be everywhere. Rick Hawkins, thank you for the super chat. This is I know you think I'm always having a mental breakdown. I told you before my granddad was murdered by the world's most prolific serial killer. Oh my gosh. And no one cares. We're all grieving for Adam, so hard time, and it really hurts. Well, I'm so sorry about your grandfather. I hate to hear that, but thank you for the generosity. And again, we are all grieving and hurting. Beth says Reddit is the worst. Now they're being ugly. Yeah, I would just stay away from that. Like, it's just evil, hateful people. Adam talked in a video about when he died. I don't know if anyone's gone and seen that, but some people have reposted a video. He talked about dying and what that meant to him. And, he was talking about, it's all about the legacy you leave. If you put positivity out into the world, you will be remembered for your positivity, and you will be fondly remembered. If all you put out into this world is negativity, likely no one will remember you at all because they just don't want to. And if they do remember you, it's for nastiness. So if that's what you're putting out in the world, you really need to think about how you're spending your life. Gerald, thank you for the super chats. Thanks for being you. Favorite old school NES game. What is my favorite NES game? I'm trying to think what pops into my head. I mean, I always just go back to Mario as a boring answer, but like, okay, I know my answer. My favorite NES game of all time is Super Mario Brothers 2, the misfit of the bunch. For those of you who don't know, Super Mario Brothers 2, they were in such a hurry to get out a sequel that they took another game and reskinned it, a game that existed already in Japan, and just plugged the Mario characters into it. And because that, it is completely different. It was called the Doki Doki Panic in Japan, and it is so unique, so different from all the other Mario games. It is my absolute favorite NES game of all time. Happy New Year's, Ick the Troll King. Oh, no, Blue. I appreciate it. I love Stranger Things, but we're not going to talk about it tonight because I haven't seen it yet. I'm glad that I'm hearing good things, though. I'm glad that people liked it. Tilted Tripod Media, thank you for the super chat. It says, thanks for the time. We had a Mothman. It was a highlight of my life, just like the few times I got to hang out with Adam. If you're near Cincinnati, don't reach out. You guys reach out to a fellow YouTuber. Thank you so much. I remember meeting you at Mothman. Hope you're doing well. Mrs. Franklin, thank you for the super chat. Just said, did you hear Tampa J said you were his hero? He said that in his tribute video. I saw his tribute video. I know he did mention me. I didn't recall him saying that specifically, but I love Jay. I love Jay, and I'm so proud of Jay. And Jay is just a good person from the inside out. Like, just one of the kindest people, the nicest, humblest people you'll ever meet. And he is the kind of person you'll want to see succeed. And I'm so happy to see him succeed. Mike Lockhart, thank you for the super chat. Says, looking forward to your upcoming Route 66 trip. Thank you. I am too. I think Jen's going to come with me because she wants to do Route 66. Lacey B, thank you for the super chat. Never got to meet Adam. He's definitely a staple of my YouTube. He's going to be missed for a long time. I also love your adventures. Been following a long time and can't wait to see what you do next year. Thank you. Got a lot of plans for next year. I really do. I've got kind of the whole year roughly mapped out. There's a few big gaps that I need to fill in. But Rick Hawkins, thank you again for the super chats. I can't wait for you to come to UK. If you want to watch Manchester United, let me know and I'll be able to sort you a ticket. Is that soccer? But thank you for the offer. Trish Killians says, thank you for the super chat. She says, Troll's going to be part of the circle of goodness. And they can't stand it. No. I mean, they could have been. They could be. And you know what? They still could be if they would, change what's in their heart. I guess these are people that have been hurt, that have learned to cope with things by trying to hurt other people. I try not to believe that everyone was just born evil. I like to believe that some people turn evil because bad things happen to them, but there's just a lot of evil people that just want to make the world worse around him. There's a lot of people do that. Sumu, thank you for the super chat. Says Happy New Year. MTGA, the Shuffler, says, I've noticed personally with having Asperger's, it's harder to turn on and off emotions. I was wondering if they're the same for more standard types of autism, and does sharing your emotions state help? So I know that they've kind of in recent years have eliminated the term Asperger's. It's now just considered to be part of the autism spectrum. My level of autism is probably what they would have called Asperger's at one point, but they don't use that term anymore. What is it? I forget the levels. I forget the numbers, but it's to do with support needs. But anyways, is it hard not to turn on and off emotions? I struggle with it. I can't speak for anyone else, but I definitely struggle. I struggle with anger, struggle with, obsessive thoughts and things like that. I'm getting way better at directing my anger in positive ways. Tommy Travels, thank you for the super chat. Says, I'm from St. Paul and I've always wanted to meet you and Adam over the years. And I really hope to meet you at some point. Hopefully we can run into each other at some point, Tommy. Thank you for the super chat. Pat Cat, thank you for the super generous $100 super chat. It says thank you for being you, Adam. We miss you, but keep going. Absolutely. My plan is to keep going, keep traveling forward. Felix Rodriguez, thank you for the super chat. Says, I've never watched Adam, but I'm glad he was the person that he was because I got to watch you. Also, what is your least favorite game? Like video game? What is my least favorite video game? I'm trying to think like the worst video game I've ever played is. I don't know. I know the Back to the Future NES game was one of the worst games I've ever played. There's probably a worse one than that, but that's just what came to my mind. Davis Dano, thank you for the super chat. Wishing you a happy, healthy, and prosperous New Year's, Jacob and Jen. Cheers and safe travels. Thank you so much. Willow 1993, thank you for the super chat. Says, I've been thinking that 2026 will be a beautiful year. Stay strong and always remember that Jesus loves you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Tilted Tripod Media, thank you again. So sorry, man, autocorrect. I'm planning on hitting up some Route 66 myself, get some of the special memorabilia for the anniversary, and film it. Yeah, I'm planning on doing the full route. Tammy Ramsey, thank you for the super chat. Says, remember my husband Bill, who introduced me to you and Adam. He passed away 3 years ago, and shared our enjoyment watching you both. Still watching you. Well, thank you so much. I'm sorry to hear that about your husband. We're drinking Diet Orange. I do need to get out there and film the festivities here in a little bit. Tat Mike, thank you for the super chat. Jacob, appreciate the raw and honesty videos about Adam. Brought a lot of comfort to me. Sending love from Pittsburgh. Careful driving tonight. Lots of drunks on the road. That's true. I need to be careful. Oh my God. I need to be careful. Hopefully there will be cops out to catch the drunks so they can't ram into me. What is the scariest U.S. city you've been to? Asked Natalie Crow. Now, I'm going to say Baltimore. And I'm sure there's wonderful things. There is wonderful things to do in Baltimore. I've done wonderful things in Baltimore. But Dan Bell, my friend Dan Bell, who does have a tendency to film and enjoy the dark side of Baltimore, he took me to a park, and let me just say, it was a literal vision of hell on earth. Just a park, public park. Jonathan Hunter, thank you for the super chat. Says, you're at Buc-ee's in Calhoun, Georgia a few days ago. I think so. Did you see me? Did I film it? Oh, I think I filmed it. Or did I? I don't know. Gerald, thank you for the super chat. Any travels overseas planned in the future? Yes. We got some Europe plans. Christopher Craig says, I'm sorry I can't do super chat, but I just wish you a happy new year. Can't wait to see you on more Trillions. Oh, I think you meant trains. It must be an autocorrect. Thank you. And again, no one, please, I don't want anyone to feel they need to give a super chat. People have been, for whatever reason, people have been incredibly generous tonight, and I appreciate that so much. It all goes back into the channel and making the channel better and paying for travel expenses. I appreciate that, but no one, I don't ever want, and this was something Adam believed in. Adam didn't really believe in super chats. Adam didn't really believe, for himself. Adam never told anyone else what to do, but for himself, he didn't believe in super chats. He didn't believe in Patreon. He did both things in the past, but in his later days, he didn't believe in it. But I think Adam always had a problem with, and he said this publicly, so I don't have any problem saying that, is that, you didn't feel like YouTubers or people on social media should try to pretend to be worse off than they really are, like to pretend to be desolate, pretend to be broke, pretend to be in need of money when they really weren't, as a money grab. So, I just want to be clear, be honest here. I make a good living on YouTube, but I do appreciate the super chats, and, they do go into, I do put money into videos. I do try to, spend money generously when I'm filming. If I go to an attraction and there's an add-on that I think would be interesting for the video, I do it. And, I appreciate that, because super chats, things like that, Patreon ads, that allows me to do things like that. So thank you. I hope, I'm rambling a little bit, but I hope that's clear. Jonathan Hunter, yes, you did the car wash. Okay, yeah, I did the car wash at Buc-ee's. That's right. So that's all a blur, but thank you. And thank you for the super chat. 1230 Casper, thank you for the super chat. We love you, Jacob. The Kaperskis and Tuckers. Kimberly Rains, thank you for the super chat. Our 5-year-old son loves watching you. He has autism. Thank you for bringing a smile to our face every day. What adventures await 2026? Plans are a little bit of cruise ship, trying out cruising, and to try out Europe. I hope you guys will be interested in coming along for those particular adventures. Also want to do some more trains. Derek Steins, thank you for the super chat. Happy New Year's, Jacob, from Mishawaka, Indiana. We always look for you at Indiana Beach. Unfortunately, we missed Adam by a day a couple of years ago. I do want to go back. I think it's the 100th anniversary of Indiana Beach in 2026. So I do want to go to Indiana Beach. I know that was a park Adam loved. Jonathan Hunter, thank you again for the super chat. Says, by the way, you introduced me to Adam. I'm happy if anyone I could help them find Adam. What about going to Italy? I don't know. I'm starting out with England because, it's the least shocking culture shift, because they speak the same language. 1230 Casper, thank you for the super chat. Casper family and the Tucker girls love you. Thank you. Jennifer Nichols says, do you ever visit Eastern North Carolina? Not as much as I should. I've never been to the Outer Banks, and I'm hoping to remedy that this year. I'm hoping to get to the Outer Banks. Outer Banks seems beautiful. And I went on the Route 1 road trip. The Route 1, when it goes through the Carolinas, it goes inward. Sorry, I was trying to tell what song they were playing. K-Pel, thank you for the super chat. I'm in my 50s from the UP of Michigan, Roman area, so don't travel a lot and experience a lot through both of your videos, and still will. Happy New Year's to you and Jen. Heck it, enjoy the super chats. Thank you. I appreciate it. Heidi, thank you for the super chat. Says, really enjoy your channel. Really appreciate you, Jacob. Safe travels. Yeah. Bricky said he might do... I don't know who Bricky is. Not familiar. Bricky's going to do Lincoln Highway. I did Lincoln Highway, I'm thinking 3 years ago. Russ on the Tubes, officials at Jacob B. Rock. Promise me you'll get to visit Skinwalker. You talking about Skinwalker Ranch? I don't think that you can get into Skinwalker. I think it's highly guarded. It's owned by like some ghost hunters. Ghost hunters like to buy things and then not share them. Miss Susie says, did you hear the Disney Boulder Runaway story? I saw that video. Oh my gosh. So it's the Indiana stunt show where the boulder comes rolling towards Indiana Jones and something happened and it literally rolled onto the stage and was bouncing towards the crowd, and a security guard just freaking throws himself in front of it and it just knocks him out. It like looks, it's brutal. Like it smashes him and he hits the ground so freaking hard. How did that thing get off the... I mean, you know, they've been doing it like... It's been like 40 years of them doing that show. And it's never happened. I don't know what happened. Willow, thank you for the super chat. It says Paris is apparently the most visited city in the world, so I guess England was a good choice. I am hoping to go to Paris as well. Mopar Shark, thank you for the super chat. Says, thank you always for the awesome videos, Jacob. Been catching up on the haunt videos. Rest in peace, Adam. You are missed. Thank you so much. But you know what? I heard that I don't know that happened, but apparently the person was hurt. So that sucks. But it was really, what they did was actually really brave, and they, you know, that could have landed on kids in the front row. So, you know, he possibly saved, I mean, it's potential. I don't want to say someone could have been killed, but he definitely saved people from getting hurt. He threw his own body in the way. Because, yeah, apparently it was 400 pounds. It was, when it bounces, it looks like it's a big exercise ball. But when it hits him, it looks really, really heavy. Alex Merritt, thank you for the super chat. I've been watching you since I was a teen. And now me and my son watch your videos. That's awesome. Makes me feel just a little old. Just a little old. Is that okay? That you began watching when you were a child. And now you have children. But thank you so much. Colin Chapman, thank you for the super chat. Jacob, you did a cameo for my wife a couple years ago. I went to Key West. It was awesome. We got COVID. Also, Roberts Museum was closed. Oh, I hate to hear that. Rip Adam, wish you well, Colin from Illinois. Thank you so much. Kevin Casper, thank you for the super chat. It says next time you're in MKE, Milwaukee, would love to meet you and give you a proper tour of the safe house. It's been a dream of mine since I did magic there. Happy New Year's. Well, thank you. I appreciate you offering to do that. Thank you so much. Maybe we can figure something out. Half Baked, thank you for the super chats. Happy New Year's, Jacob. Been following your adventures since I was a teen. Happy to see you at it. Hope you're doing okay. I'm hanging in there. Getting Out in Life says, I doubt it was 400 pounds. I don't know, when you see it hit the guy, it's a really strange video because it looks super light when it's bouncing, but then when it hits the guy, like, he goes down so freaking hard. So I don't know, I think I could believe that it was 400 pounds. Where in Canada? Emily asked where in Canada it is. You're a mini person. It's at Little Canada in Toronto, standing in front of the Little Ripley's, believe it or not. Ali Kuma, thank you for the comment. Says you're my favorite, Jacob. I'm proud of you for going out. I know you're struggling. I mean, I am struggling, but getting out is helping me. How injured was there? I don't know how injured it was, but it looks like, I mean, it looks, he hits that ball and he goes down, just bam, just like instantly slammed to the floor. And it looks like he hits the back of his head and neck against the floor really hard. When the skid's over, 2 people are rolling it back up. Yeah, but 2 people could roll 400 pound, like a 400 pound ball. He said he had broken ribs. I mean, hopefully it's broken ribs and not like a head injury. Because it looks like he could have hurt his head really bad. Bess has just finished watching Wicked for Good, not fully sold. I like the first one better too. But I like them both. I'm gonna need to head back out there to film the festivities pretty soon. Swama says, have you ever seen the Royal Gorge train in Canyon City, Colorado? It's a beautiful trip. I don't think I've been on that train. I got to go do all the Colorado trains because they're the freaking best. Every train I've ever been on in Colorado is unbelievable. And there's a lot of trains in Colorado. Mr. Lee Granston, thank you so much for the super chat. I still don't know what made the ball come off the track. I was wondering if there's something was on the track. Pookie, thank you for the super chat. Happy New Year's, Jacob. Can you please say Happy New Year's to my 4-year-old Lorelai? It would mean the world to her. Absolutely. A big happy birthday to Lorelai. Revere Lemigs says, trains are fun from an autistic person. What can I say? Us autistic people, we love trains. If I considered a Canadian train trip, yes. Looks like there's more and more people headed out to the party. Yeah, I think Boogie was making fun of because I was wearing my Amtrak shirt. Lacoste Lacalusi, thank you for the super chat. Love you, Carpetbagger. Hope you're doing okay. Sorry, I have a hard time reading some of the handles when it's all like one word. Golf Guy, thank you for the super chat. Thank you for your videos in the past week. They've helped us all during this tough time. Keep the videos coming. I will. What New Year's Eve celebration is this? You'll have to watch tomorrow's video to find out. This is just a teaser. Are you going to Transworld Halloween, St. Louis? Yeah, Route 66 does go through St. Louis. Although I think that's a little early to do Route 66, don't you think? I think I want to wait a little later in the season when more stuff is open. Victor Jimenez says people are using Adam's names for views. Sure. Absolutely. 100%. It's gonna happen. It's just gonna happen. I'm not gonna get mad about it. I'm not gonna worry about it. Um, it is kind of a. I think it would make Adam laugh, like the people that had nothing good to say about him while he was alive, and then pretend to be big fans after he died. I think Adam would have got a chuckle out of that. Like, I think it would have made him laugh. Victor Cruz, thank you for the super chat. 1230 Casper, thank you for the super chat. Has just signed our family up for your postcard Patreon. Thank you so much. Listen, I just think the best thing to do is try not to go around getting mad. Like, there's a lot of awful crap out there, and I don't even want to name it by name. You know, I shouldn't have even been looking for it. But there's some bad stuff out there about Adam right now. And I think the best thing to do is don't get worked up about it, because Adam would have ignored it. And that's what I'm trying to do. Obviously, I lapsed because I went and looked for it. But at this point, I'm going to just tune it out, because they're losers. And they don't deserve my attention. The Sandman, thank you for the super chat. I started photography because of you and Adam. Well, that's awesome. That's awesome. Gary Canine, thank you for the super chat. That incredibly generous super chat. Oh my gosh. $100 super chat. Says, my heartfelt condolences, Jacob. This is for you and Adam. Rest in power. Well, thank you. I can't accept anything for Adam, but thank you. Adventure is Blind Videography, thank you for the super chat. Says, how is Jen feeling, and is she ready for a big denture adventure? I think she's ready. If anyone wants to check out the video, Jenny Penny on YouTube, Jen did a vlog about she's getting dentures. She's getting the rest of her teeth pulled out, and she's getting dentures. And she's had a few teeth pulled out already, and it is positively affecting her health. She's feeling a lot better already. So it's gonna, you know, she's excited, but at the same time she's scared. I think that's normal. K-Pelt says, yep, engage the trolls. Yeah, isn't it funny how the people that had nothing good to say about him while he was alive are the people that somehow think that they're in charge of policing his legacy? Like, get off it. Like, come on. At least the people that are just still saying nasty things about him, at least they're consistent, right? At least they have principles they're standing by, even if their principles are pure evil. Adam was the best. Nate Guy on YouTube. Oh, Happy New Year's. Thank you. I hope you are doing good. Thank you for stopping by, and I hope you're doing good. Did you ever get to meet Adam, Nate? Was it Africa by Kansas? I'm sorry you didn't get to meet him, Nate. Hopefully, we need to make a point of getting together at some point. Yeah, I'd like to hang out sometime. If anyone's not familiar with Nate, he does these. There's a lot of videos involving a lot of Halloween content, a lot of spirit Halloween. He is like the biggest creator in the spirit Halloween community. What do you think of Sean Clark? I don't know who Sean Clark is. I'm not like I am generally out of the loop with vloggers. I just don't have a lot of time to watch videos. I didn't watch Adam's videos every day. I did watch I watched the video. His last video, the night it came out. While I was editing, I put it on, and I watched the whole thing, and I remember. Yeah. All right, I think I'm gonna have to hop off here in about 5 minutes. Ryan says I'm familiar with Wally's. Yes, I've been by Wally's a few times. Tiny Travel says, I met Adam a few years ago. He was so kind. He didn't act like he was famous. No, Adam didn't like... If someone came up to him, a lot of times, like, someone will see him filming and they're like, who is this guy? And they'll come up, they're like, hey, what are you doing? Do you got a YouTube channel or something? And Adam would never say who he was. He would always say, I just like taking videos, sometimes he might throw out, yeah, I got a YouTube channel. Like he would never just like be like, I'm out of the woo, I haven't choose to do this. No, I was always like, nah, I just like taking videos. Oh my gosh, they're playing Kate Bush right now. The Stranger Things song. That hill. Running up that hill. Caitlin Rains, thank you for Gatlinburg or Branson. Gotta say Gatlinburg. I don't know. I love Branson. It's hard to say. I love Branson. I think the Gatlinburg Pigeon Forge area is just more expansive with attractions. Tom Wilson gave condolences. The actress that played Snow White acknowledged Adam? Like the new Snow White? Is that true? I didn't hear that. Nowhere, yes. May have figured out where I'm at. Happy New Year's, Nate. Thank you for stopping by. Real Radio Show. Hey, Jacob, just wanted to personally reach out and let you know that myself and the Real Radio Show 24/7 created a YouTube tribute page honoring Adam the Woo. Heartfelt space celebrating Adam. Well, thank you. That's really cool. Someone asking if I know what happened to Adam. I do not. But I talked to enough people. It's not anything, like, it's not gonna be a big thing. It's nothing suspicious about it. It's just gonna be like identifying what health problem affected him. He died alone in bed. Nothing strange or unusual was detected initially. So, it's going to be a health problem. And I don't necessarily have a lot of personal curiosity, because whatever happened to him, knowing it's not going to bring him back. Believe me, I can understand why people are curious. It's very young, and it's surprising for someone who lived a relatively healthy lifestyle. He didn't smoke or drink or do drugs. He was a very active person. I would encourage anyone out there that's listening, go to your doctor's checkups, especially, if you're my age or older, or even a little younger than me. Go get yourself checked out. If you're okay, you're okay. If you have something wrong with you, they might be able to find it. All right, guys. Well, I've got some content to create. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for your kind words. Thank you, everyone, for your memories of Adam. And no one needed to do it, but thank you, everyone. You guys have been super generous tonight with the super chats. That will go into the creation of videos moving forward. So thank you so much. Major Bishop, thank you for the super chat. Just check instant message. My family watch, do both daily. MC Strong, love to everyone. Be safe this New Year's. Looking forward to a year of joy. Well, thank you so much. It's gonna be the year of goodness this year on my channel. 2026, the year of goodness, where I can honor. I can honor my friend Adam. MP Smith, thank you for the super chat. But I have a drop to be getting to, so thank you so much. I appreciate everyone. And until next time, this one's in the bag.